It is 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and polls have now closed in 2 of the 14 Super Tuesday states, voting in Virginia and in Vermont. The Fox News Decision Desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will win the Commonwealth of Virginia, beating Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders in a key delegate-rich state.
And think about the turnaround there. But Sanders is heavily favored to win his home state of Vermont, although we do not yet have enough data there to project him the winner in Vermont.
So Virginia has 99 delegates. Still too early to tell how many of those will go to Joe Biden until we find out who comes in second and third. Vermont has 16 delegates.
Let's bring in our panel again to get some reaction. Now you can
Yes,
digest.
now I can.
But
that's because I knew what we were about to say. A couple of things. A poll two weeks ago, Sanders was tied with Bloomberg in first place at 22%. Biden was at 18%, so he was in third place. And Bloomberg had 7 field offices and 80 staffers as compared to Sanders, who had 12 staffers and 2 field offices. And remember, Bloomberg had spent millions of dollars to help turn the state legislature Democratic and had succeeded in doing that in 2018. So he seemed to have an enormous number of advantages. But looking at our Fox voter analysis, a couple of things strike me. One, Biden beats Sanders by a substantial amount, and Warren is really hurting to the degree that you believe that Warren, if she was out, her voters would go to Sanders, is really hurting Sanders and maybe the margin of difference. The other is, again, looking at our analysis, Michael Bloomberg is having a terrible night for all the millions. And if you lived in Washington, his ads have been running nonstop on Washington TV, which is Northern Virginia. He's not having a good night. He may not make the 15% threshold.
Let's go to Brit from Virginia. Your thoughts as you look at these numbers, Brit?
Well, it looks like Biden is doing well among voters with whom he was expected to do well. He's over half in this exit poll numbers that we have with black voters, men and women alike, and doing very well with white men and women as well. So, this is a state that looks like, a strong Biden showing. And as Chris has pointed out, it represents to some extent a stunning turnaround over just a couple weeks. I mean, we've talked about Howard Baker, the former Senate Majority, used to say that 24 hours can be a lifetime in politics. Well, it appears that 72 hours can really be a lifetime in politics, what we're seeing.
Dana, we're digging into these numbers, but Virginia had 55% of the people voted with a college degree. That's really high. The national average is about 34%. And obviously you have Virginia that's kind of a purplish state now, and it is one that Democrats see big things for in the fall.
Well, that Northern Virginia part where basically the D.C. suburbs, that is pretty blue, although they're more of like the blue of the moderate kind, not the Bernie Sanders kind. So you think of Bloomberg, who, remember in that debate, he almost says that he bought all of those state Senate seats and state representative seats in Virginia. What he meant was that he had funded a lot of those candidates and a lot of those programs. And so
flipped the state out.
He did. And then he's on the ballot and it's like, no, we don't necessarily want you as the candidate, but we really appreciate all the other things that you're doing for us. I think about the Biden campaign and how South Carolina as a state really punches above its weight, but they might have to really think about it. Biden did so poorly in Iowa and New Hampshire, and then so well in South Carolina. If they're sitting back at headquarters thinking they're about to have a good night, they need to think about how can they turn that around, because that is a serious problem, deficit in their campaign.
Juan, you look at these numbers, black men and black women, and you're looking at a sort of a matchup between Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden that looks quite a bit like South Carolina.
I think so.
I mean, a very decisive win, it appears, with African-American voters for Joe Biden.
Britt pointed this out, more than 50% in both categories, black men, black women. What really strikes me, though, as we think about Bernie Sanders and his prospects, is the passion for Bernie Sanders comes from young voters. And according to this Fox News survey, when you look at, for example, white voters, Martha, between the ages of 18 and 44, there you see Bernie Sanders getting 30% of the vote, and you see Joe Biden 24%. Now, that may not strike you as large, but it's closer than it is among older whites. When you get to be 45 and plus among whites, then you see Joe Biden really take off. There he gets 49%. He's almost like where he is with the black voters, compared to only 12% for Bernie Sanders.